the struggle of Jacob with the angel, and the change of his name. The story of Jacob is one of the most striking and enigmatic accounts in the Bible. It is recorded in the book of Genesis, chapter 32, and describes an episode that forever changed the identity of a man, and symbolically, of an entire people. We are speaking of the famous struggle of Jacob with the angel, and the change of his name to Israel. Jacob, grandson of Abraham and son of Isaac, was always known for his cunning. From birth, his name already carried meaning. Jacob means one who grasps the heel or supplanter, recalling that he was born holding the heel of his twin brother Esau. Throughout his life, this characteristic of fighting and not giving up was evident. He deceived Esau to obtain the birthright and also deceived his father to receive the blessing of inheritance. But after these events, Jacob spent years away, fearing his brother's revenge. When the time came to meet Esau again, Jacob was anxious and full of fear. He prayed to God, divided his family into groups, and sent gifts in an attempt to appease his brother's anger. That night, by the ford of the Jabbok River, something extraordinary happened. The Bible says that Jacob was left alone, and a mysterious man appeared and began to wrestle with him. The text does not immediately explain who this man was. Was it an angel, a messenger of God, or God himself in human form? What we know is that the struggle lasted the entire night, showing Jacob's determination not to give up. As dawn began to break, the man touched Jacob's hip and dislocated it, leaving him limping. Even wounded, Jacob clung to his opponent and declared, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." It is at this moment that the great transformation occurs. The man asked his name, and Jacob replied, "Jacob." Then came the divine response. "Your name will no longer be Jacob but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed." The new name, Israel, means one who struggles with God, or God rules. This change is not just a detail but a spiritual milestone. Jacob, the supplanter, the deceiver, is now Israel, the man who perseveres and trusts in the blessing of the Lord. His identity is no longer tied to human cunning, but to a direct encounter with God. After this encounter, Jacob walked away limping, a physical sign that the confrontation was not merely symbolic. He was no longer the same. Now he walked as someone who had been transformed, someone who would forever carry the mark of his struggle and of the divine presence. Jacob's struggle with the angel is an invitation to all of us. It reminds us that, in many moments, we too face our own battles, whether internal, spiritual, or emotional. And just like Jacob, when we cling to God and refuse to give up, even when wounded, we find a new identity, a new direction, and a blessing that changes everything. May this story inspire us to persevere, to seek God's presence, and to allow Him to transform who we are, so that we may live according to the new name and purpose He has for each of us. If you enjoyed this story, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it will help us make the next video. Vitrine Biblica will always be with you.